Hello, good morning, students. Today, today we are discussing about in magnetic force. Magnetic force. Today we are discussing about magnetic force. Okay. In magnetic, I have already explained in a magnetic effect of current there are the three parts. First one is related to Biot-Savart law. Second one is related to the second part is related to the Ampere's law, which we have already discussed in our 2-3 videos. Okay, so today we discuss about the magnetic force. Actually, magnetic force concept given by Lorentz. लॉरेंज ने दिया था मैग्नेटिक फोर्स का. तो लॉरेंज फोर्स the magnetic force actually directly proportional to charge, directly proportional to v sine theta, where theta is the angle between the velocity and theta is the velocity and magnetic field, and third one is the B. When we remove the proportionality sign, we use the certain constant QVB sine theta. Okay, QVB sine theta. Now F is equal to QB V sine theta. It is the magnetic force, because since K is equal to 1 is there. All these are explained by the experimentally. So now in vector, if we use the vector method, in vector it is F magnetic is equal to QVB sine theta unit vector n. So it can be written as V cross B. So magnetic force, this magnetic force is QV cross B. And the direction of this such force is given by according as A cross B. So this direction of this force, is given by Fleming left hand rule. What is the Fleming left hand rule? If we stretch first finger, middle finger and thumb such that they are mutually perpendicular to each other, and magnetic field indicate along the first finger, and current or the charge moving along the middle finger, then force always act along the thumb. So we explain it. If we stretch first finger, middle finger and thumb, such that they are mutually perpendicular, such that magnetic field indicate along the first finger current along the middle finger, then thumb, indicate along force. This one. It can be also explained by other rules. That is called the right hand palm rule. मैं ज़्यादातर ये यूज करता हूँ. राइट हैंड पाम रूल बहुत ईजी होता है. इफ यू स्ट्रेच द राइट हैंड लाइक दिस, it is a magnetic field, it is the motion, then force always act along the perpendicular to the palm. That's why it is sometimes it also called as a slapping rule, because slapping means force. Okay, if we stretch right hand such that thumb is perpendicular to stretch other finger, and if magnetic field act along the finger motion of charge along thumb, then force always act along always act perpendicular to palm. So it is these two laws by which we give the direction of magnetic field, magnetic force. Okay, by which we give the direction of magnetic force. Okay. Now, magnetic force is the special type of force. Magnetic force is nothing but it is a special type of force. First of all, we explain some special cases. A special case. First, if charge is moving perpendicular to B, then theta is 90. In that case, it has a maximum force. इसमें maximum force लगेगा. Second, if theta is equal to 0, it means Q moving along B. It means Q moving along B. Then F is equal to Q VB sine 0, and we get the 0. It means if the charge is moving along the magnetic field, suppose it is the magnetic field and its charge Q is moving along magnetic field, then it doesn't exert any magnetic force. Okay, so these are the two conditions. When the charge is moving along the magnetic field, there will be no any force, magnetic force act on it. But if charge is moving perpendicular to the magnetic field, then it always exerts the maximum force. Okay, so now there are the some special property, some special cases, some special matter, some special कुछ स्पेशल बातें हैं जो मैग्नेटिक फोर्स में ये एक्ट होता है. इन influence of magnetic force, speed does not change. ये बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट बात है कि इसमें स्पीड चेंज नहीं होता, बट इट इज अ फोर्स. इट मीन्स इट मस्ट बी क्रिएट द सम एक्सेलरेशन. So what type of acceleration creating here? And acceleration is always the change in velocity. It is always change in velocity. So it means certain acceleration is creating here. कुछ acceleration यहाँ पर create होता है, और वो यदि acceleration create हो रहा है तो वहाँ पर निश्चित है कि velocity change हुई है. तो it means speed doesn't change no matter, but velocity get change. Velocity get change, must be change. Velocity must be change. How the velocity will change? Magnitude doesn't change because its speed remains constant there. So only possibility due to change in its direction. Due to change in its direction. Change in its direction. इसका डायरेक्शन चेंज होता है, इसके कारण वेलोसिटी चेंज होती है. ठीक है, हमने 11th में पढ़ा है कि जब एक्सेलरेशन चेंज होता है, एक्सेलरेशन क्रिएट होता है, तो एक्सेलरेशन का डायरेक्शन हम लोग 3 तरह से देते हैं. केवल मैग्नीट्यूड बदलता है तो उसका एक्सेलरेशन का डायरेक्शन वेलोसिटी के अलॉन्ग होता है. केवल यदि डायरेक्शन बदलता है, इट इज ऑलवेज परपेंडिकुलर टू द डायरेक्शन ऑफ वेलोसिटी. इट मीन्स फोर्स इज ऑलवेज एक्ट परपेंडिकुलर टू द डायरेक्शन ऑफ वेलोसिटी. इट मीन्स magnetic force always act perpendicular to the velocity, direction of velocity. Direction of velocity. It is always perpendicular to the direction of velocity. Okay? और जब acceleration, when the acceleration is perpendicular to the velocity, that means its path is always, hence its path is a circular, hence in influence of magnetic force, charge is always follows the circular path. Why is it follow? Because the speed doesn't change, but velocity gets changed due to change of its direction. Okay, so now we come to the next point, and it is also the very important points. अब देखो इसमें इन दिस केस स्पीड डजंट चेंज. इट मीन्स देयर विल बी नो चेंज इन इट्स काइनेटिक एनर्जी. ऑल्सो द वर्क डन is equal to change in kinetic energy, but change in kinetic energy is 0, therefore work done is 0. Hence work done under magnetic force is always 0. It is the most important point is there. ठीक है, एक बार फॉर एग्जाम्पल वी हैव अ मैग्नेटिक फील्ड and a charge q is moving with the velocity va, and after that when it coming out from magnetic field its velocity is vb, its mass is m. So what will be the change in kinetic energy? delta k is 0. ऐसा कभी नहीं लिखेंगे कि हाफ एम वी टू स्क्वायर माइनस वी वन स्क्वायर, बिकॉज ऐसा कभी नहीं लिखेंगे, ये नहीं होगा कभी, बिकॉज मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ वी वन एंड मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ वी टू इज ऑलवेज वी, देयरफॉर डेल्टा के इज इक्वल टू 0. तो इसमें ये आंसर ध्यान रखना इन चीज़ का, ठीक है. नाउ वी कम टू द नेक्स्ट. What will be the trajectory when charge moving at perpendicular to the magnetic field? So what will be the trajectory? Trajectory, okay, trajectory of magnetic field, trajectory of charge, trajectory of charge when it moves perpendicular to magnetic field. Perpendicular to magnetic field. इसमें पाथ कैसा होगा, अभी अभी डिस्कस किया था, यूनिफॉर्म सर्कुलर पाथ. अब जब ये यूनिफॉर्म सर्कुलर पाथ फॉलो करेगा, जैसे ये मैग्नेटिक फील्ड है, इसके अंदर हमने किसी भी चार्ज को मूव किया, ठीक है, जो फोर्स लगेगा वो परपेंडिकुलर होगा, ऊपर की तरफ लगेगा. देखो मैग्नेटिक फील्ड इधर है, मूवमेंट इधर है, तो फोर्स किधर लगा, इधर की तरफ लग रहा है फोर्स, मैग्नेटिक फोर्स, ये इसकी रेडियस हो गई. सो वी हैव टू फाइंड द रेडियस, रेडियस ऑफ पाथ, रेडियस ऑफ पाथ. In this case, centripetal force arise produced due to magnetic force F QVB, because theta is equal to 90 degrees there. So we cancel out, so R equal to MB upon QB. It is the radius. MB upon QB. That is R inversely proportional, B is constant, M is directly proportional to V, and inversely proportional to charge, directly proportional to M and inversely proportional to charge, okay, and V remains constant because it is a speed. So now also its formula can be changed. mb, that is equal to p momentum, and it is equal to 2em, where E is the kinetic energy. You have already know about the relation between momentum and kinetic energy. We substitute here, so we get em upon qb is there, em upon qb. It is also the formula for the radius. It can be again changed for the charge particle. For the charge particle we know, okay, in case of now kinetic energy is charge into potential difference. V is what? V is potential difference. V is the potential difference. Substitute value here. R equal to क्या आएगा? 2QV by QVM अपॉन QB. इसको अंदर ले जाएं, क्यूब स्क्वायर कर दें तो यह आ जाएगा M इंटू कैपिटल V. कैपिटल V इज नॉट अ वेलोसिटी, इट इज़ अ पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस. इसको स्क्वायर करके अंदर लेंगे, क्यू कैंसिल हो जाएगा, बी स्क्वायर. इट इज अनदर फॉर्मूला फॉर रेडियस. ओके, सो नाउ वी हैव टू फाइंड द रेडियस. नाउ वी हैव एंगुलर वेलोसिटी. Angular velocity is what? That is the omega. Omega equal to V by R. We can take in here V by R. That is the omega equal to QB by M. It means omega does not depend on velocity, speed. It is always constant for a given charge. Time period 2 pi M upon QB. And frequency QB upon 2 pi M. So these are the two formula for the time period and the frequency when electrons are revolving, when charged particle enter perpendicular to the magnetic field and it follows the circular path. And during the motion of circular motion, its time period is 2 pi M by QB and frequency is QB by 2 pi M. So that is the formula for the time period and frequency and the radius. So we get the 2 or 3 formula for the radius. It is used according as the question. R is given mb by qb, R is the under root em by qb, and R is the 2 mb by qb square. This V is the potential difference. So when the charge is moving perpendicular to magnetic field, in that case it follows the circular path and the radius is calculated as the mb by qb, and we also calculated the different form of the radius is there and time period and frequency is there. Okay, now suppose if it is not moving with the perpendicular, suppose it is moving with the angle theta, then what happened? So we discuss trajectory of the charge when it is moving at any angle of magnetic field. At any angle of magnetic field, then what happened? It is a very important expression. And some numerical problem are also asked in a board exam as well as in competitive exams also. Okay, even in IIT Advanced also moves at an angle theta with V. Okay, so now look, suppose magnetic field act along the x-axis. It is a y-axis and it is the z-axis. Okay. Now the charge is moving along the angle theta with magnetic field. Suppose a V is here. So we have a V cos theta and V sin theta component is there. Now due to this V cos theta component which is moving along the magnetic field, hence it never exert any magnetic force. But V sin theta component is the perpendicular to the magnetic field, so it is always exert the maximum magnetic force. Maximum magnetic force act due to this V sin theta only. And in previous expression we have already explained, when the charge is moving perpendicular to the magnetic field, it always follows the circular path. So it again start to form the circular path like this one. Okay? But simultaneously there are a V cos theta is also acting there. V cos theta is also acting there, and this V cos theta is the linear velocity. One very important concept in One very important concept is the center of any center of mass or this center of mass or the center of the path. It doesn't follow the circular rotational motion or circular motion. It has always linear motion. It means when it starts to rotate simultaneously at the same time, its center is also moving along with the v cos theta. As a result, the path is the completely helical path. Have you seen a spring which is the helical shape? So it moving along the helical path along the B, center B. B as the center, and it moving like this. Okay? So in this case, magnetic force act due to V sine theta, but no any magnetic force act due to V cos theta. Okay? It means no magnetic force act due to the V cos theta. Hence, it follows circular path due to magnetic field, due to magnetic force. But at the same time, center of path moving with V cos theta along the V. As a result, its path like a helix, like a helical. If magnetic field is acting here and it makes the angle theta with them, then it follows the helical path like this one. If magnetic field is acting in this direction, then it forms the helical path along this B. If it makes an angle theta with this one. Okay? So now we have to find the radius of such helical path. Radius, magnetic force act due to perpendicular component divided by R. So it is equal to V perpendicular component B. These two are cancelled out. So we get R is equal to mv perpendicular by qb, and using there mv sine theta by qb. If we consider theta is 0, that is R naught is equal to mb by qb. So R equal to R naught sine theta. Okay? Now another formula, R naught का other formula 2em by qb sine theta, and another formula m into v by qb square sine theta. So it is the radius. And the time period, for the time period Time period they doesn't depend on the velocity. We have already explained it now. So t is only 2 pi m by qv, so it is the constant, and frequency is also remains constant is there. So have you understood what is magnetic force? What are its influence? Again we repeat it now. The magnetic force, under the influence of magnetic force, just remember it, speed doesn't change. If speed is not changed, then kinetic energy never change, and work done under the influence of magnetic force is always zero. When it is moving perpendicular to the magnetic field, it follows the uniform circular motion, and we have already find the expression for the radius, time period, and frequencies. But when it doesn't move by the theta angle, when it moves the theta angle, we don't know about it doesn't move the perpendicular. When it is moving with the theta angle, in that case, b sine theta and b cos theta, they are the two component, and v due to the v cos theta component, it follows the circular and v sine theta component. Its center move along the v. That's why it always follow the helical path. And we have already find the radius. In this expression, what is the difference from the 90? It has added sine theta in radius. But it is not change the time period and frequency. Okay? In next video, we will explain the application of this magnetic force due to the current carrying conductor. What about the interaction between the two parallel carrying conductor? Okay, thanks.